Hi learners, very good morning. Welcome to Unified Study. This is Tulasi doing paper 1 People Development Environment quick marathon for the upcoming set examination and also NET. So in the month of November and month of December we have two set exams are there, and then we have UGC NET exam in the month end of December and January. So totally we have approximately 70 to 75 days for our NET exams. For that conceptual understanding along with the previous year question and along with other questions which are connected to it, we are seeing here. Please do share with your friends and do watch till the end. We'll have so many concepts along with the previous year questions we are going to see. Yes, so today's question is going to be from People Development Environment, which has many years to remember, which has many protocols to remember, which has many concepts to remember with terms of environment, with us many things to remember with respect to pollution. So these are the most important common things that they ask from the exams, and apart from that we have some current affair questions from the environment related things. So today we will be covering all the areas with along with the current trend. Oh my god, I get the answer. The Doha Amendment of 2012 is relevant to which of the following? I gave the answer, but try to relate it, whatever you have learned. So Doha Amendment of 2012 is related to what? It is related to climatic change. It is related to greenhouse gas emission, right? So climatic change starts from UNFCCC, and that UNFCCC is an outcome of United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development, which held in the year 1992. So this was related to climatic change, and it started in the year 1992 in United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. And there is an outcome called UNFCCC, and this is called a framework on convention on climatic change. So in this convention, right, we have two major things concentrated on the greenhouse gases. One is called Kyoto Protocol and another one we call it as a Paris Agreement. And this Kyoto Protocol is started in the year 1997 and it came into force in the year 2005. And this Kyoto Protocol concentrated on the greenhouse gas emissions. They set a target, this has to be emitted, this has to control, all these things done in the Kyoto Protocol. And then from here, right, in the year 2012, we had an amendment was there. What is amendment? See, protocol and then amendment, two different terms we have, right? Kyoto Protocol, Doha Amendment. So Kyoto Protocol means there they made rules that this has to be done in terms of greenhouse gas emission, targets has been set, control has been made for some gases. So that's the rules which has been set by the UN. And whereas amendment means the protocol can be modified in certain way. Either some addition can be done or deletion can be done, some modification would have been done on that protocol, and that we call it as amendment. So on the Kyoto Protocol, greenhouse gases, right, the Doha Amendment was being passed on that Kyoto Protocol. So here what happened in the Doha Amendment, already there was 6 greenhouse gases in the Kyoto Protocol list. In the Doha Amendment they added one more gas called nitrogen trifluoride as another greenhouse gas which has to be concentrated and how much it was being emitted, so that it can be kept under control, and that was proposed in the Doha Amendment. Doha Amendment in the year 2012 held in Qatar. So it is related to Kyoto Protocol. Paris Agreement is one of the things done by the UNFCCC. Okay, that is also concentrated on greenhouse gases. And then we had a Montreal Protocol. As we all know, it concentrated on ozone depleting substances. The ozone was being depleted, right? So which gases are responsible for depletion, they have to be put under control. That is what Montreal Protocol says. And then we have the Environmental Protection Act. Okay, right, very good. Next question. Here the right answer for this question is Kyoto Protocol. So this one. What does NAMA stand for in the context of climatic change? NAMA in the context of climatic change. Yes, do it. Very good. See, don't worry if you don't know the answer. We can update ourselves. Yes, very good. NAMA stands for in the terms of climatic change. Please do answer in the chat box. Please do answer in the chat box. Yes, very good. NAMA, NAMA. Okay. See, in the context of climatic change. Very good. The right answer for this question is, it is option number A is the right answer. Very few people have given option number A. No issues. Note it down in your notebook. This comes under again in the context of climatic change, that is UNFCCC. So in UNFCCC, NAMA means Nationally Appropriate Mitigation Action. See, this Nationally Appropriate Mitigation Action was being passed in Doha, that is in the COP 18. What is COP? COP means Conference of Parties 18th meeting, okay, and that is a COP will be held for climatic change conference, related to climatic change conference, and this was being done under the Bali action plan. So what is the main purpose of this NAMA is to actions taken by the developing countries in order to reduce the greenhouse gases. That's the main purpose, so that they can ensure a sustainable development. For that only this nationally appropriate mitigation actions taken against the climatic change. So what they'll be getting for it, to in order to reduce the greenhouse gas emission, they'll be helping in terms of finance, in terms of technology, in terms of capacity building. That way they have got help, and the main goal is to what? Reduce the level of greenhouse gas emission. Am I clear? So NAMA was the nationally appropriate mitigation action taken under COP 18, which held in Doha, and taken mainly for reducing the greenhouse gas emission, okay, in the developing countries. Next one. Identify the clean energy source from the following. Identify the clean energy source from the following. Clean energy source. Okay. See, for each question we have more number of connected points. Only answer is different, but with one option which is not there, right? With that we can learn better. This is how you have to prepare for your exam. Even if you practice your previous year question at home, okay, you can get the right answer, but very good. But think about the other three options which were not right. You have to think what the other three answers talking about, how to recall the information about. That's how you can do your revision. Getting the answer is very good, no problem. But the next step of learning is what? We have to understand why the other options are not the correct answer. What are the things related to that one? So that in one question we can learn 4 different concepts. Okay? Yes, very good, very good. The right answer for this question is, it is geothermal. Okay, let me clearly understand. What do you mean by clean energy source? What do you mean by clean energy source? Clean energy source means which produces very little or no pollution or no any kind of greenhouse gases is released means, and then that is called as clean energy source. In terms of coal, petroleum and natural gas, right, we are it is possibly to create the pollution. It is possible to emit the greenhouse gases. So clean energy source means the energy which produces the no pollution or no greenhouse gases. Then we call it as a clean energy source. Mostly all of the clean energy sources are said to be renewable in nature. Okay, and then now we go to this renewable energy and non-renewable energy. What do you mean renewable energy? I can generate energy out of it back again. I can renew the energy from that source means, then that we call it as a renewable energy. See, there in the sky we have sun, right? So from that we can create solar energy. Okay, we can regenerate, we can renew energy from a already source was there. From that source I am generating another source, that's called solar energy. Similarly from windmill, hydropower, biomass, geothermal energy. So geothermal energy means what? It is being taking energy from the earth's heat itself. From the earth's, the core, right, the earth's heat we are generating electricity, and that is what called geothermal energy, comes under renewable. Clear? Yes. And non-renewable energy source means what? Again, as we all meant before, coal is non-renewable. We can, problem is, as we are consuming a lot, it takes a longer time to replenish naturally. So coal takes longer time to replenish naturally. What happened now? We are consuming at a larger rate. So it takes a longer time to replenish, means to regenerate it automatically, naturally it takes a longer time. That coal has to form, right? It takes longer time of years to replenish. So then petroleum, natural gas, nuclear energy and then peat, okay, are all called as a non-renewable energy. Am I clear? Yes, moving to the next question. Yes, do this one. Very good. The credit of coining the term sustainable development should be given if you have attended the classes of environmental protocols. In that we have a sequence of protocols, right? There we have done this question. Yes, there we have done this question. Coining the term sustainable development should be given to. Very good, Sneha, Vinaya, Tattu, Madela, Surajpala, Dhanya, Shweta. Yes, great. Very good, very good. Yes, very good. Shivaranjani, Denuka, everyone giving right answer. I have given you easy question. Yo. Okay, the right answer is it's Brundtland Commission 1987, our common future. So the term called sustainable development was being made in the commission, Brundtland Commission, and that was being known as World Commission on Environmental and Development. This commission was originally started in the year 1983, and they submitted the report in the year 1987 called Brundtland Commission, that's naming our common future. And this commission was being called as World Commission on Environmental and Development. In that commission, in that report, they coined a term called as sustainable development. What is it? What do you mean by sustainable development? See, now we are using a simple example. Switching off the light when you are not using that light. You understand, right? Switching off the switches. Okay, whenever you are not using the light or fan, switching it off, and when you go out, right, that is sustainable, because whatever we are wasting now, it's not us, it is the need for the future generation. So that's what is mentioned here in the sustainable development. The development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Now whatever we consume in terms of light, simple matter, right? Switching off the light and fan, but that was being done by means of electricity. That electricity now being generated by means of the coal, that is fossil fuel, that is non-renewable energy. We are consuming all those things in what to say, like more than enough. We are just utilizing it. That is the need for the future generation. That is sustainable development. Next question. Anthropogenic contamination in a form of pollution produced directly by dash. Anthropogenic contamination is form of pollution produced directly by dash. Easy question. Direct question. Very good. Very good, very good. Quick. Right. The right answer for this question is a human activity is very simple. Anthropogenic means what? It is man-made. It is human-made. So human-made contamination is a form of pollution produced by man-made activities, especially in terms of air, water, okay, noise. Everywhere we have that man-made activities are there. Here relates to human activities. Next question. Water pollution. Water pollution. This is a little big descriptive question where you need to understand the concept and then select the answer. This is a question asked in a set examination. Read it carefully. Water pollution encourages the growth of invasive plants due to low levels of nitrogen and phosphate into waterways, affects the microflora and microflora of the soil, helps plants to grow and does not allow plants to absorb dangerous chemicals from water, affects the rate of photosynthesis of aquatic plant. Yes. Again I am repeat, this is a question asked in set exams. Vinaya ma'am, anthropogenic means the basic thing is man-made. That only if we have that man, only we have vehicle, right? Great. Sneha, Vinaya ma'am. Yes, the right answer for this question is it's C, option number C, that is 2 and 4. No problem. I'll explain you the topics. Don't worry. Here, and what is water pollution? See, I have a water body here. that water body may get polluted. How it will be get polluted? Because of plants, that is because of the eutrophication process, it may get polluted. Plant bodies may grow over there, that's the problem. The problem, because of that, what will happen? Aquatic animals cannot able to survive, or also the water can be polluted by means of industrial waste, or by means of agricultural runoff. The water may be get polluted. Am I correct? Yes. So in that, encourages the growth of invasive plants due to low levels of nitrogen and phosphate. Whenever the water is being polluted, means the levels of nitrogen and phosphate will be high. Am I clear? That only we call it as eutrophication. It is not due to low levels. The levels of nitrogen and phosphate will be high, which will be helping for the growth of plants in the water body. So this is not right. We can eliminate this. Affects the microflora and the microflora of the soil. So see, water is being get polluted, means then how soil will be get polluted? Because the water is being now going to mix in the ground, right? That way soil may get polluted. So that water pollution, what will do? They will affect the microflora and microflora. What do you mean by that microflora and microflora? Microflora means the fungal part, okay. Microflora means what? All the microscopic plants and bacteria in that environment, we call it as microflora, like algae. Okay, algae we call it as microflora. Microflora means in that soil we have that fungi, right? And that we call microflora. So they will be get affected because the water is being polluted, right? Water is being contaminated. When that reaches the land, what will happen? All these bacteria, microscopic things like bacteria may get polluted. The fungal part of the soil may get polluted, may get died, right? So that was the second point. So this will be there. And next one, helps the plants to grow and does not allow plants to absorb the dangerous chemicals from water. No, it is opposite. Okay, water pollution helps the plants to grow, they will not help the plants to grow. Obviously, we can eliminate option number 3. Option number 4, affects the rate of photosynthesis of the aquatic plant. Exactly right. Because see, when water is being get polluted, means how it can able to do the photosynthesis process. So the affects the rate of photosynthesis of aquatic plants because of the algae which forms on the surface of the water body. So it will not allow the sunlight to get into that, penetrate into the water body, so that to do the photosynthesis process. So due to the reduced light penetration caused by pollutants or algal blooms, it affects the rate of photosynthesis of aquatic plants. Clear? Yes. So 2 and 4 is said to be right answer, and other 3 are wrong. Very good. Next question. So whenever you read, understand one question, try to relate the other options. That is how you can do better in the next upcoming exams. Identify the non-fossil fuel from the following. Non-fossil fuel from the following. Non-fossil fuel. Just now I told you also. Non-fossil fuel. Just now I told you. I want right answer. Please do quick. Yes. See, non-fossil fuel. Non-fossil fuel is different, non-renewable is different, don't get confused. Non-fossil fuel is different. Listen, non-fossil fuel is different and non-renewable is different. Everyone giving wrong answer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Think. What do you mean by a fossil fuel? See, fossil fuel, non-fossil fuel. With that difference you can do. I told you. I'm just waiting whether you will change the options. I'm just waiting. Yes. I don't know, but I'm just making you clear. Okay. Okay, clear. Listen. Here, the right answer for this looks simple, but we do mistake. We are doing mistake. Nearly 80% of students have done mistake here. Yes, now we have started giving right answer. That is uranium. What is uranium? What is uranium? Uranium is said to be a radioactive material, right? and that radioactive material is used as a fuel in the nuclear power plant, and it is not considered to be as a fossil fuel. Okay, ma'am, then what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel means where the source which is being remains over the place for a period of time, that is finite source. It's an example, coal if you take, right, it takes a longer period to become what, the carbon which converts into a coal, it takes a longer period of time due to climatic change and all, right, it becomes coal here now. So when we talk about the fossil fuels are formed in the decomposition of plants and animals over the millions of years, and coal, natural gas, crude oil are all the examples of the fossil fuels. Uranium is said to be a radioactive element which is used as a fuel in the nuclear power plant, and it is not a fossil fuel. How is the question? So the question. This is also a question from SET. Next one. And let us, this is for your information, from today onwards in Unified Study app, every day at night 8 o'clock to 9. Okay, 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. we are going to do the previous year question of June 2025, complete all the questions. Nearly we had a 10 shifts, so 10 into 50, 500 questions we are going to solve over there in the app. When we leave DI and RC means we have 400 questions. So all those 400 questions we are going to practice in Unified Study app every day 8 o'clock to 9:15 p.m. And if you want to join the course, you just can visit the website. And if you want any doubts, you can call this number 9942659836. And also you can apply the coupon code SUCCESS2025 for 25% off. Right? So these are the details, the detailed schedule of all the things for the next 1 month of time. All 400 questions will be discussed over there. You can just watch. You can, if you have doubt, you can also contact the number, visit the website. Next question. This is not the homework. Come on, we have more questions to do. SET exams are coming, right? So that we can have a good revision on important topics. International Solar Alliance headquarters is located at Dash. Please do share with your friends. Very good, very good. International Solar Alliance headquarters is located at Dash. This is a little bit dynamic area, so it is our responsibility to cover all those things. Very good. Yes. Yes, very good. Right. The right answer for this question is in Haryana, India, that is in Gurugram, under the National Institute of Solar Energy, right? So it is the first international alliance which has India as the headquarters, and this was an image of the 7th session of International Solar Alliance Assembly, and where here again India was being appointed as the president and France was being appointed as the co-president of ISA. Okay, right. And apart from that, these are all the recent updates of ISA. It's a most important topic, that's why I'm mentioning so much of importance here. And this was being started in the year 2000, initiated in the year 2015 under COP21. Okay, under COP21 this was being started in the year 2015 along with the collaboration of India and France in order to utilize the solar energy, that is to shifting from non-renewable to renewable energy source. So for that, in 2015 in COP21 in Paris, India and France collaborated and they initiated this International Solar Alliance. Okay, and then the conference was being held in India in the year 2018. First international conference on Solar Alliance held in New Delhi in the year 2018, where the President and the India Prime Minister, they both collaborated and they published. And these are the important updates of this ISA. India re-elected as ISA President, and Ashish Khanna was being appointed as the Director General, and earlier it was Ajay Mathur, now it was Ashish Khanna. And 8th ISA Assembly was held in New Delhi. That was the picture I gave you before, right? And then the focus was on the focus was on the Global South, where Ghana is to host the 2025 African Forum. Yes, do it. Do this one. Do this question quick. Very good, very good. Yes. Which city hosted the United Nations Climatic Change Conference COP21, where the Paris Agreement was negotiated and adopted? Easy question. I want to say yeah, it's an easy question. Very good. The right answer for this question is it's Paris. Yes, directly it is given, right? It is Paris, right? COP21. Here I have given a list of COPs. Please kindly make a note of it. In it also these questions being asked. So what is COP? Is Conference of Parties. For UNFCCC we have a list of Conference of Parties being held. The first Conference of Party was being held in the year 1997 in Bonn, Germany. So 1995. In 1995 in Bonn, Germany. In Bonn, Germany, and in COP3 only Kyoto Protocol was being passed. In COP3, okay, Conference of Parties 3 in Kyoto in Japan, this Kyoto Protocol was being framed. Similarly, COP21, which is held in Paris, the question regarding this one, 2015 International Solar Alliance, and then COP22, it's for Marrakesh, Morocco in 2016. 23, it's Bonn, Germany 2017, and in COP24, Katowice, Poland in the year 2018. Similarly, 15, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 is current COP, and this was being planned to held in the year, in the month of November, that is in Brazil. Okay, the last COP was held in Azerbaijan in Baku in the year 2024. These are all the recent COPs that held. You can also take it for your quick revision. Next question, and this is going to be your homework question. Try to give the answer for this homework question in the chat box. If you want to join for the PYQs question session, you can contact this number 9942659836, or you can visit unifiedstudy.com website. Unifiedstudy.com website. Thank you so much. Hope this class was being useful to you. Share with your friends, those who are preparing for the NET and SET examination. For them also it will be most useful. See you tomorrow with another set of topics for the preparation. Thank you. Bye bye. Don't forget to like this session.